Last night, you cried. Maybe it was quiet. Maybe no one heard it. Maybe you buried your face in the pillow so the sound wouldn't travel through the walls. Or maybe it came out of nowhere. One moment you were fine, and the next, the tears were already falling before you could stop them. This morning, the ache is still here. Your eyes feel heavy. Something in your chest still hasn't settled. And the hardest part is that the sun came up anyway. The world kept moving, and now it's asking you to do the same, as if last night never happened. But it did happen, and you're still feeling it. Something surfaced last night that wouldn't stay buried anymore. Maybe it was grief you thought you had already handled. Maybe it was loneliness you didn't even realize had grown that deep. Maybe it was a conversation that keeps replaying, or a disappointment that cut deeper than you let anyone see. Or maybe, and this is the kind that's hardest to explain, you don't even fully know why you cried. The tears just came, and with them a weight that doesn't have a name. God, you were there last night. You saw it, not from a distance, not glancing over from the edges. You were in the room. You heard the breathing change. You felt it when the tears started, and you didn't look away. You didn't shake your head. You didn't compare my pain to someone else's and decide mine wasn't big enough to notice. You stayed, and I believe you're still here now. In this morning, in this quiet, raw space between what happened in the dark and what today is about to ask of me. I don't feel healed yet. I want to be honest about that. Part of me hoped that sleep would soften it, that I'd wake up and the weight would have lifted on its own, that the morning would do what morning is supposed to do, make things feel new. But the truth is, the sadness is still sitting right here. The wound is still open, and I don't know if I have the energy to pretend it isn't. So I'm not going to pretend. Not here. Not with you. I'm going to sit in this moment and let you see me exactly as I am. Tired, tender, eyes still swollen, still carrying the weight of whatever it was that pulled those tears out of me. I don't even have the right words for all of it. Sometimes the deepest pain doesn't come with a clean explanation. It's just there. Heavy, real, and mine. But I'm bringing it to you anyway. Not because I figured it out. Not because I've organized my feelings into something neat enough for a prayer. But because I don't know where else to go with this kind of ache. You are the only one who saw what last night really looked like. You are the only one who knows what these tears were actually about, even the parts I can't fully name myself. Lord, I've been trying so hard to be okay. I've been showing up. I've been answering, I'm fine, when people ask, smiling when it's expected, holding it together in rooms full of people who have no idea what I carry when I'm alone. And sometimes I almost convince myself. But last night tore through that. Last night reminded me that there's a place inside me that hasn't been fine for a while now. A quiet, aching place I've been stepping around instead of stopping to tend. I can't keep doing that. I'm not asking you to erase what I feel. I know healing doesn't always come like that, instant and complete. I'm asking you to come close to this tender place and stay, not to rush me through it, not to hand me a lesson wrapped in pain, just to be here. The way a father sits beside a child who's been crying and doesn't demand an explanation, just holds them, just stays until the shaking stops and the breathing slows. Your word tells me you are near to those who are brokenhearted, that you save those whose spirit is crushed. I need that to be true for me this morning. Not as a verse I've highlighted in an old Bible, not as something I read once and filed away, but as something real, something I can feel pressing in against this ache. Be near to me, God. Be near to what is broken, not to judge it, not to hurry it, just to heal it at whatever pace healing needs to take. I think about the fact that Jesus wept, that God in human skin stood before a grave and let the tears fall in front of everyone. He didn't hold it together. He didn't recite theology at his own grief. He cried, and if tears were holy enough for him, then mine are not weakness. They are not failure. They are not proof that my faith is too small. They are the most honest prayer I've prayed in a long time. So I ask you now, heal what I cried about last night, not all at once. I'm not demanding that everything feel better by noon, but begin the work. Touch the place that aches. Speak to the wound that keeps reopening every time I think it's closed. Let something shift today, even something small, a moment of unexpected stillness, a breath that doesn't catch in my throat, a single hour where the heaviness lifts just enough for me to see clearly. That would be enough. And Lord, I know I'm not the only one who cried last night. Someone else is waking up right now with the same heavy eyes, the same hollowed out feeling, the same quiet fear of having to face people and smile when everything inside still hurts. Would you meet them too, right where they are? Would you remind them that their tears were not wasted, that this morning is not a demand to perform, it is an invitation to be held? I give you this day. I don't have the strength to carry it on my own. Not today. Today I need you to walk ahead of me, into the conversations I don't feel ready for, into the responsibilities that feel heavier than usual, into the quiet moments where the sadness might try to pull me under again. Go before me and make room for grace in places I can't prepare for myself. I'm choosing to trust you, not because the pain has ended, it hasn't, but because you have never once left me alone inside it. Even last night, when the walls felt like they were closing in and no one in the world knew what I was going through, you knew. You were not distant. You were not disappointed in me. You were right there, catching what I thought no one could see. So I'll get up, not because I'm strong enough, but because you are gentle enough, and your gentleness has always been enough to carry me from where I am into where I need to be. I don't need all the answers this morning. I don't need to understand everything that happened. I just need you, and you're here. That is enough for right now. Thank you for not requiring me to be put together before I come to you. Thank you for receiving my tears as prayer. Thank you for a love that doesn't wait until I'm okay to show up. It shows up because I'm not. You came last night. You're here this morning. And I believe you'll keep coming in every hard moment, in every quiet ache, in every morning that follows a night of tears. If this prayer touched something real inside you today, I want you to know you are not alone in what you felt last night. It mattered. Every tear mattered. And the God who keeps count of each one is holding you right now, even if you can't feel it yet. Amen.